Hey, what is going on guys, it's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we'll be talking about the brand new campaign maps in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So if you guys do enjoy the video, then please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So as I said, we're going to be talking about the brand new campaign maps, and what I mean by this is the usual maps that we've been used to for, the past like 14 seasons we've played the game has changed, and it's kind of weird, kind of makes sense, but I'm going to, hop in and show you guys what I'm talking about. So if we click on literally any campaign, right, and we go to preset factions and we have a look at the factions, you can see that the map itself has changed, and some factions have disappeared and the middle of the map is now pretty much blocked out completely. So what has happened is the middle regions basically all blocked out, right? None of the factions are starting there. Instead, they moved them over and they've removed a few factions. So you can see that honor is no longer a thing. So honor is just completely gone, and Gundabad as well is gone. There's also no Varrigs, and this is not just for this. If you look at any of the campaigns, so even if I look here, oh well, actually this is different, okay, because it's wait, this is a Tactics Evolved campaign. Hold up. Huh, interesting. It's not showing the actions there. That's weird, but yeah, as I was saying, if you go and have a look here, you can see that the Varrigs are also gone, but Rune is still there, so, at least they survived this purge. But yeah, 3 factions gone, and a couple factions have been moved over from where they usually start. So LOTR, they normally have the middle region start, and, with players on both sides of the mountains. This time, however, they've all been moved up here, kind of where to Gundabad is, but I think now they just start with like Elven King's Halls as their capital. Erebor is pretty much in the same place, Ruin is in the same place, Mordor is also pretty much in the same place. They just don't have the Varrigs anymore competing for space over there. Gondor is okay over here. Rohan is basically the same starting spot, they're just showing the flag differently. I assume Edoras will still be capital. Isengard is in the same area, London and Angmar as well. But what is very interesting about this is, so they're using the new system where basically each of the regions is locked from other regions and they have passes into the other regions, if that makes sense. And what this means for gameplay is, in order for any team or any faction to go from one region to another region, so for example, each of these regions, I'm pretty sure they're all subdivided as well. So let's say Isengard, this big Isengard area is cut into 4 other regions, and to travel from one to the other, I think you will have to take over a crossing, or like a big major crossing. I think you will have to do that. If not, where the big crossing will only be on the big borders between these major regions over here. But I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, this is definitely going to change gameplay a lot, because for a faction on the defense, so let's say Angmar, they're on the defense, and we as Lothlorien or we as Linden want to push into their lands, or even let's say Isengard is below them. For us to actually push in, there's going to be one main choke point to push into their region, and that basically means that on the defense, I feel factions are going to have a pretty decent advantage over attackers, just because it's like a normal pushing over a crossing at a river, or pushing over somewhere where you use a keep as the critical crossing. For example, when you were pushing the Moria, Moria was basically a keep, but was also the critical crossing there. For Gondor, it was a Skiliath. So it's basically going to be like that. It's going to be harder for attacking factions to push through a defensive faction if they're defending at their borders. But it's also going to be helpful because it's going to allow a smaller faction to maybe defend their capital and keep it for rewards. So it's going to be interesting, and I haven't played on a map like this before, because when the last update came out, they basically changed the way marching works, as well as removed factions and made the map like this. we were in a season already, so that hasn't affected us yet. However, going into a new season now, this is going to be something we have to deal with, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see. And yeah, in terms of movement as well, so you know, now for movement, like if there's a crossing over here, for example, wait, can I please zoom in? Can I zoom in? Thank you. So if there's a river over here, right, and I need to send my troops from here to over here, now instead of them just being able to travel over like before, now the terrain itself actually you know, plays a big part. So my troops are gonna have to go around all the way over here, come around this corner where there's land, and then go all the way back down here just to cross over there. So this is going to extend march times by a lot, depending on, you know, if you're trying to cross over mountains or cross over rivers or other terrain that basically creates a natural obstacle. And it's also going to make flying units a lot more important. So I would assume units like eagles are actually going to be an absolutely, you know, major factor now in fights, because in order to push over this, right, if I don't want to go march from here to here and have that take me 15 minutes, like to go all the way around, you know, if I just want to hop over quickly, the only units that are going to be able to do that is flying units. I assume the commander won't play a difference on that. It'll just be the unit type. So for example, eagles, which are flying units, or any other unit type, like, you know, your horses or your infantry or whatever, which are not flying units. So it's going to mean, I mean, if it does work like that, I'm probably going to have my cav march, like, well, I still have to run all cav just because of synergy, but like, you know, for a formation that doesn't require a specific unit for synergy, you're probably going to see a lot of people running flyers instead, because that's going to be the easiest way, you know, to traverse over terrain like rivers and mountains, etc. But yeah, I was kind of rambling on a little bit here, guys. Basically, I'm going to be going into a campaign in 3 days. So as you can see, Rebuilding Glory RP will open in 3 days, at which point I will start a brand new Season 14 campaign series, you know, going over my campaign and stuff. We'll probably do some commandables and stuff, especially if we change what we're running, which I have been debating about for quite a while now. I kind of debated it the whole of last season, especially because I wasn't exactly happy with my performance. So we may end up doing that this season. We will just have to see. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.